Alright, we're back, and it is time to go deeper, more specifically underneath the church.
Shrouded by light with steady stride, colored by blood but always clear of mind, grounded to the church, Vicar curse and curses shadow. Only he, the true blades of the church.
Alright. Door's locked. Madman in there reciting that and smacking his head in the wall.
Shrouded by night with steady stride, colored by blood but always clear.
Alright, there's a couple guys in this hall I want to clear out, so I don't want to get caught by them before we explore. Camera. Dang it, I can't get him through the thing either. Nope. This is not working. You guys just stuck? Are you not gonna be able to figure out how to come down? This has gone terribly, terribly wrong. Alright, there we go. See, I want to get him out of the way, and then we can take down. There we go. Okay. We can start exploring this. I got my lantern on? I do. Get on my torch. Locked. Most of these are going to be locked. Some of these we can get into. Some of them will have things. I don't know that any of the unlocked ones are dangerous, but be prepared. This one is locked, but you can't see, I think, in there. There's a hunter. Here's an interesting one. Fists of Gradia. It's actually an offhand weapon. A chunk of iron fitted with finger holes. The hulking hunting woman, Simple Gradia, ever hopeless when handling hunter firearms, preferred to knock the lights out of beasts with this hulk of iron, which incidentally caused heavy stagger. Incidentally. Like, oh wow, that was just kind of an odd thing. Gradia was a fearsome hunter, and to onlookers, her unrelenting pummeling appeared oddly heroic. No wonder this weapon later assumed her name. And given the size of this corpse that we found it off of, it's quite possible that is her. Nothing in this one. So it causes stagger, but not the kind that allows you visceral attacks. Okay. Otherwise, it'd be a great weapon because it uses no bullets. It just gives you an uppercut. But it just sort of staggers them, and with a heavy weapon like I've got, you don't need that.
Are you a hunter? Well, that's very odd.
You can kind of see him through the grate there.
The toll of the bell.
So, this confused me the first time I got it. The correct answer is I hear nothing. Because you don't hear the bell he's talking about. But you hear bells all the time. So I'm like, I hear bells. Huh, whatever.
Very well.
He gets angry with you if you say you hear the bell and you don't.
Go back to your hunt, and if you have the chance, put this night behind you. Places better left untouched. Secrets better left alone. Only a forward so brazenly roam.
Do you hear that fool?
Yes. We do know that fool. We'll come back to this fool. So, that's the first time you meet him. He is basically a hunter of hunters, but he hunts hunters who hunt the secrets. Okay? And that's why he's like, go back. Right? His name is Bradwar. Yeah, you got the page open right there. I do not understand why up here we're in the second church now. The other version of the church? Why are there giant rats? Like, they're in the Chalice dungeons, I get. Why are they just here with giant freakish eyes? I have no idea. I would love to know the lore behind these rats over here. More chunks. Alright. It is time. Alright, let's get this first. So this is a ward of the church, area of the church, where obviously they're healing people. We're gonna go regular here for a moment. And up ahead, that is the surgery altar that we gotta put the eye in. And there's a woman, a hunter, up there. There's also one over to the side. So I'm going to very carefully try not to trigger her and get closer so we can hear what this woman is saying. There's the other hunter. Wow. That sucked. Alright, I may just try to kill one of you and come back. Because that was crap. She was supposed to be saying something and she was not.
Those are actually church doctors.
Yes, they are in the church doctor robes. The black, and the white. Come on! And I'm trying to stay away from the other one, and while also I don't want to I want to be able to run from the other one, because that was a bit of crap that she didn't. It was weird. You see how she double loaded in, sat down and stood up and sat down. So something clearly hadn't triggered in the game. That sucks for a lore player, and you're trying to. Well, even suck just regularly, because then you're like, okay, well, it's just two hunters, and there's one over here. I think. You just blow by these guys.
Steady, strong.
That's garbage.
There's a chair there.
No, that was all one hit. That one shot took that much life. Not that I was caught on a chair.
Well, I mean, you were shot, and you got hit with a cane.
But it was the shot that did all the damage. If you saw the life bar, it was the gunshot. It wasn't the cane that... Because it went down, I'm making a finger of about 4 inches. It went down that far. The cane had taken a tip off. I don't know why I grabbed that. Alright. And those guys will give up. And the rats won't come out. And now you can hear it. I got too close. This is on me. Hate that bullets going through people. That's the one thing that's garbage. If you're too close, the gun goes through somebody. And that makes no sense. You should be able to walk closer than that. Let me try it from the side. Because I'm going to say I've gotten closer than that without triggering them. And maybe I did it from the side.
Steady stride.
Okay.
Is that what Vicar Amelia?
It's Vicar Amelia. So this is why you have to kill Vicar Amelia to start the DLC, right? It's not just get to that zone or anything. Like, you get to that area, but you can't go in yet. You have to kill Vicar Amelia. It's because we're also sending people to the Hunter's Nightmare. It's where we sent Vicar Amelia. Now, she's a younger version of herself, because it's sort of like an idealized version. Like, when you appear in the nightmare, you might see while you're there, and the chant might be slightly different. The text that she's saying, her voice is a little different, so she might be a little bit younger. Maybe even in this phone, she didn't see herself as a vicar. She sees herself as before she became the vicar. You know? I'm gonna try my blades. I'm gonna just gamble it here. I'm going. I have had my fun. There we go. I am not on you. Oh, that is... Oh, such bullshit. Barely even touched me, if that. I'll stick with this approach. This seemed to work okay. The thing is, I can't like really lock her up for too long, or Vicar Amelia will shoot me in the back. Get my no echoes. I am not where I want to be. I'm stuck on things. Okay. God, get back here. Get back here. I'm losing all my beasthood. Shit, Vicar Amelia. Damn it. I had her. I don't know if that would have been the time that killed her, but I had her in a corner. That's what I want. Crap. If I get a hit on her. Damn it. This fight is such bullshit.
Is she firing out of her mind?
Yes.
What?
It's actually a really good item. You can get it later.
But that's...
She's actually firing out of her eye. We need more eyes.
She's like just touching her head and shooting magic at you.
Well, and it's a really good item because I can use it in like a dual blade mode like I am now and still have like a shot. Like I won't stagger, but I can still shoot a bullet, which is kind of nice. All right, let's try it again. Come on back here, babe. I need to get away. I can't. How can you hit me through geometry? Come on, let's be fair now.
She's a member of the church. She's never fair.
Damn it, I'm getting too close to Vicar Amelia. This has got to be one of the worst fights in DLC, because just the setup, and then the fact that, because again, they don't have stamina, and they don't have bullets to worry about either. So like Vicar Amelia is never going to. You can't just like, if you were fighting a player, you can't just like, all right, well, at some point you're going to run out. For spamming your spells. I just need to catch the other one like once back here. I'm gonna get you much further. How about you? Shit. Take her out, take her out. I'm happy if I die and I kill one. Come on, I got so much oh, my beast would wear off. Alright, that's fine. I can't tell what the hell with the camera. Ah, it's cheap. Now,
Is she using, or, well, maybe he, I don't know, Ludwig's blade?
Yes. So, again, that can put her ahead to somebody that Vicar Amelia would know, right? Because Vicar Amelia was in our time. So she's got to come not only after Ludwig, but long enough that they're making Ludwig's replica sword. Alright. One should be dead. She should be permanently gone now, Vicar Amelia.
Shrouded my life with steady stride.
We're a hunting!
What? Alright. Yeah, Vicar Amelia's not there. So you're going to have a very different time. Because I don't have to worry about getting shot in the back now. I just need to get my stamina. That's it. What, nothing? No comment?
No comment.
Alright. Okay, we've had a couple episodes where we run long. This one's gonna be one where we run long. There's a couple of things to do with this thing. First of all, does this guy remind you of anyone? With the Pope hat.
Well, I was going to say a pope, but never mind then. So he's probably the leader of the church in some way. So he got a bell ringer? Or somebody reading a book? Or a church dude? Is that like Bergenworth, the church?
It does look a lot like Master Wilhelm's headgear. Probably not Master Wilhelm, though, because he was never part of the church. Right? But this isn't necessarily a church altar here, right? This is sort of a research... This is the surgery altar.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, here's going to be a very literal cutscene of eyes on the inside. Which is what Master Wilhelm was all about. So that either implies that they were, again, reconstructing Master Wilhelm's experiments, or that Master Wilhelm, this is Master Wilhelm, in a younger form, searching for eyes on the inside. Because that surgery altar brings us up to the research hall, which is the church's research area, which we're not getting into just yet. I like the lamp there. That was our goal for our session. We're going to go back down. So we're not done yet. Now, there are no... I know, like, the normal thing is like, hey, check for side paths. There are no side paths to jump down. Okay? But... now that looks a lot like the church altar.
It does.
What do you want to guess what this is?
Is it the thing she was using, or is it a special item?
No. It's Lawrence's skull. Just like in the real world. But this...
Well, that's weird.
I think
Why
it's a
would it
key.
ever be?
Yes. First vicar of the Healing Church. Skull of Lawrence. The first vicar of the Healing Church. In reality, he became the first cleric beast and his human skull only exists within the nightmare. So this again is like where I get this concept that you can, the version of you in the nightmare can be an idealized version, okay? Because his human skull is there, not... The skull is a symbol of Lawrence's past and what he failed to protect. He is destined to seek his skull, but even if he found it, it could never restore his memories.
Well, that just got dark.
Yeah, it did kind of get dark. Alright, you ready? Let's take a ride down. So, Vicar Amelia was praying, not directly, but at the same altar in both places, to Lawrence's skull. I know treasure waits ahead, I'm standing here. Church cannon. So, unfortunately this is kind of a letdown after all this cool stuff, but you get a weapon, basically the cannon that those guys were shooting, you get a weapon that looks like that. An oversized weapon used by the Healing Church, a type of cannon that fires with a curved trajectory and creates an explosion upon impact. Originally designed for use by brawny men with deteriorated brains and not just any other hunter. But the men lacked the wits to effectively operate firearms, and the weapon was quickly ushered into permanent storage. But it does sort of highlight that they were fighting some big things. There's nothing else on this, or around this. So I can just bring down the main, and we're going to be, signing off. Yeah, I know that. Get out of here. We're going to be signing off this episode, and we'll pick it back up. Either, we'll have to decide. Are we going research hall? Or are we going to do something with the skull? I'll have to figure out what we're doing next. But until then, Jenny's out.